We'll start off with those. I have a pretty extensive roster of custom downloads, about 350 guys. So if you name them, I probably have them if they exist in the real world. Alright. Let's get this shizzle on the rizzle. Let's see. Who do we want to start off with? Let's still start off with a squash. We'll do Ellsworth versus somebody here. While we wait for someone else to join. Who do we want to have poor Ellsworth get killed by? Let's see. I'll have Nakamura and Ellsworth. This is what I think they should have did when Ellsworth took down the Money in the Bank belt. Money in the Bank belt. Money in the Bank briefcase. They should have just been like, yeah, your punishment is you're fighting Shinsuke Nakamura. So we'll go with him. Go with James Ellsworth. There we go. This should be a fun match. Only have these two rings right now. Let me see the settings here. Yeah, 60-minute time limit. Yeah, that'll be important, I'm sure. All right, CPU versus CPU. Shinsuke Nakamura versus James Ellsworth. Let's go. Shinsuke Nakamura making his way to the ring. Probably borderline insulted at this potential matchup between himself and James Ellsworth. Ellsworth very cocky and confident as of late, complaining to SmackDown GM Shane McMahon for fining him, and now following up with this considerably worse punishment. He gets pyro? Really? Okay. We're giving Ellsworth pyro, why not? James Ellsworth and Shinsuke Nakamura ready to square off here. Nakamura going for the axe kick right away. James Ellsworth with a body slam on Shinsuke Nakamura. That's surprising. Ellsworth starting to take the advantage early here. Let's see if he can keep it up. Nakamura body slam sends James Ellsworth to the outside. Back in at a count of 1. 2 men lock up. James Ellsworth nicely executed belly-to-belly suplex. Shinsuke Nakamura with a sort of Gary on a knee drop. 2 men lock up again. Action very fast-paced. Ellsworth throwing an elbow to the back of Nakamura, and now locking in a camel clutch. Nakamura fighting out of it. Clubbing forearm to the back of Shinsuke Nakamura. Ellsworth going for a cover, trying to end this early, not even getting a 1 count. Test of strength here between these 2 men. Ellsworth getting the better of Nakamura. Man, somebody made this Ellsworth too good. Ellsworth putting some shots into Nakamura. Nakamura putting Ellsworth on the mat, hitting him with a forearm to the chest. Irish whip by Ellsworth. Both men collide in the edge of the ring towards the ropes. Shinsuke Nakamura once again body slamming Ellsworth, sending him to the outside. Clubbing forearm to the back by Ellsworth once again. Ellsworth with a sidewalk slam on Shinsuke Nakamura. Dragging him towards the center of the ring. Nakamura back on his feet. Slamming. Oh no, James Ellsworth reverses. He is getting the better of Shinsuke Nakamura in this match. And I think everybody is shocked by this fact. Now a bit of an exchange of strikes here. Punches by Ellsworth, kicks to the chest by Shinsuke Nakamura, and Ellsworth again getting the better of the exchange. Nakamura firing some hard knees right up the center to James Ellsworth. Off the ropes. Diving bulldog, face crusher style. Ellsworth still managing to hold his own. I think a lot of people thought he would have been pinned at this point into the match 4 minutes in, but he is putting some work in there against Shinsuke Nakamura. Surprisingly enough, catching the kick, going down for a leg lock. Headbutt by Ellsworth. He is, I guess, teaming up with Carmella has lit a fire under James Ellsworth. Carmella nowhere to be seen here. Nakamura falling suplex, falling forward. I never remember that move. Feeding him the leg. Enziguri by Shinsuke Nakamura. Both men making their way to their feet. James Ellsworth, nice front kick. Enziguri once again by Shinsuke Nakamura, and he's starting to put it together now. James Ellsworth sending Shinsuke Nakamura to the canvas once again. Forearm by Shinsuke Nakamura. The two lock up. Nakamura into the ropes. Back body drop by Ellsworth. Ellsworth going to the top rope. Diving splash. No call for the rope break there by the referee. Do I have rope breaks turned off? Guess we'll find out. Drop toe hold by James Ellsworth as he goes back up to the top. Diving elbow drop. Right to the small of Nakamura's back, but Nakamura just getting up immediately, setting him down, and this is how you do it, James Ellsworth. Stuffing that elbow right into his heart. Jumping, flying armbar by Shinsuke Nakamura. Ellsworth managing to fight his way out. Dear Lord. Ellsworth firing up. He's going to the top rope again. Another diving elbow drop by James Ellsworth. Nakamura sending Ellsworth into the corner. Ellsworth, nice sidewalk slam. Fighting off his incredibly game opponent. Ellsworth reversing the suplex. Nakamura trying for it again, though. Brainbuster dropping James Ellsworth right on the top of his head. Ellsworth stunned, rocked badly. Backdrop driver by Shinsuke Nakamura. Ellsworth still back up, sending Nakamura to the ropes. Back elbow, shaking off those two gigantic suplexes. Ellsworth on the ropes, clothesline to Nakamura, pulls him back to his feet. Step up, spinning heel kick by Shinsuke Nakamura, hits the mark. He goes off the ropes. Running knee drop to James Ellsworth. Firing a few shots to the solar plexus. Taunting James Ellsworth before dropping a knee. Going down 1, 2. Oh, James Ellsworth just barely kicking out. 2.9. But Nakamura might be calling for the end right here. 10 minutes have passed. Diving elbow drop right to the back of James Ellsworth's head. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no! 2.9. James Ellsworth kicking out once again. Back suplex by Ellsworth. Ellsworth going up to the top. Tries for that diving splash. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh! Shinsuke Nakamura just barely kicks out. Ellsworth putting the shots into Nakamura. The tables may have turned here. Ellsworth firing up. Exchange of strikes between these two. Nakamura, big super kick on James Ellsworth. Ellsworth back up. Drop kick to Shinsuke Nakamura. Belly to belly suplex by Ellsworth. Oh no, he's picking him up. He's going to try and go for something else here. Nakamura, though, giant knees right to the solar plexus of James Ellsworth. Oh my God, this match. Nakamura whipping Ellsworth into the corner. Ellsworth belly to belly suplex one more time. Picking Nakamura up, sending him down the clothesline, picking him up again. Looks like he might be out of breath here, might be gassed out. Nakamura can try and take advantage of that. Ellsworth again, belly-to-belly suplex on Shinsuke Nakamura, goes up to the top rope. Diving elbow drop by James Ellsworth. Ellsworth sending Nakamura into the corner, but Nakamura reversing it, sending James Ellsworth to the outside. Trying to get the crowd behind him hyped up, but I think Ellsworth's going to have made some fans here after this incredible performance against Shinsuke Nakamura. A running power slam by James Ellsworth. Where the hell did that come from? Ellsworth off the ropes. Big elbow drop to Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura picking him up. Could be going for the avalanche here. And that's it. Holy crap. What a match. Shinsuke Nakamura getting the win. But just barely over James Ellsworth. Dear Lord. Unbelievable. Absolutely incredible. And 90% match evaluation. All right, let's take a look and see what Ellsworth's stats are, because that was a ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous match. And I'm going to just check the audio for this broadcast, make sure everything's going good. Everything seems to be okay here. It's been a while since I've done any sort of streaming, so this is also kind of doubling as like a test stream here. All right, now let's take a look at Ellsworth's stats, because that match was bonkers. And I'm wondering if the person who made Ellsworth made him like S ranking or something like that. Wrestler edit, create new, model wrestler. Now I gotta find the guy, damn it. It's one of the things that I hope Spike changes when they update the game next, is letting you segment the roster when you're doing edits, because it could take me a while to try and find James Ellsworth here. If anybody has any requests for what they want to see for the next match, you can put them in the chat. As you can see, I have a pretty extensive roster of New Japan guys, WWE, independent wrestlers. Went kind of nuts with the downloading. I'm sure I passed him by now, probably. Just want to see what Ellsworth's rank does. Maybe not. Hang on. Lynch, Lucha Underground. I have all those guys as well. A lot of MMA guys. Oh, I'm not going to be able to find him, am I? That's a bummer. I wonder if there's a way that I can look at the stats of the guy in the character select screen, or if I have to look at him in here. There's Nakamura and Balor Hayabusa, Nick Jackson, Matt Jackson, and Quentin Jackson. Of course, the Jackson brothers. Oh well. Oh well, screw it. We'll just assume that was a fluke. Back to regular play here. Alright, exhibition match. Normal match. There's no way I can check stats on these guys. Nope. Alright, what are we going to do next? Let's do a women's match here. What we want to do? We want to do WWE women. We want to just strut on some classic Joshi or Minami Toyota. Against Shinsuke Nakamura, that'd be a hell of a match. Fuck it. It's my goddamn stream. I'll do what I want. I probably shouldn't swear. I should probably try and keep this all ages. But I'm going to do Minami Toyota versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Why the hell not? It's my show. We'll have Red Shoes do this. Alright, let me check, see if their rope breaks are off. DQ count is on. Okay, because I did some rope break. There we go. I didn't know DQ match earlier. That's why all those things were off. Speed, still, for doing simming, 100 feels still fast, man. Especially if you're trying to do something like this where you're doing commentary with it. Alright. 3 count for the win condition, everything else normal. Let's go back to the traditional Fire Pro music. Back. Let's do this. Shinsuke Nakamura, Manami Toyota. Apparently no entrances. Okay, fine. Manami Toyota, for those who are uninitiated, is legitimately one of the very best pro wrestlers of all time, male or female. One of my absolute favorites. Wrestled in the 90s in that amazing All Japan women's group that had people like Aja Kong and Bull Nakano and Dynamite Kansai and Yumiko Hoda, just psychotically good talent. And Manami Toyota was arguably the best out of that group. Still wrestles to this day, although I believe she's retiring this year. Nice Joshi-style body slam there on Shinsuke Nakamura. Snap suplex by Manami Toyota. Seriously, if you haven't seen Manami Toyota's work, go search it on YouTube. It's absolutely incredible. Shinsuke Nakamura with a back body drop here to Manami Toyota. Toyota right back on her feet. Goes for a reverse waist lock. A version of her Japanese Ocean suplex. Probably just what they have available in the game. By Manami Toyota going for a dragon sleeper here now on Shinsuke Nakamura. These two lock up again. Nakamura sending Toyota to the ropes. Oh, tries for that drop kick to the knee. Manami Toyota steps out of the way. Whips Nakamura in the corner. Shotgun drop kick by Manami Toyota. Now sending Nakamura to the opposite corner. Maybe going for again. No, Nakamura's out. Throwing Manami Toyota into the corner now. And putting some hard knees right into the solar plexus of Manami Toyota. Using that vicious striking and no doubt a huge size advantage against her. But Manami Toyota, undaunted, tries for another dragon sleeper. Nakamura in the ropes. Referee breaks the count. Beautiful back suplex by Manami Toyota. Tying up for a surfboard stretch here. Sorry, it's more of a bow and arrow. Yeah, it's a bow and arrow. That's that move. Drop kick by Manami Toyota. Drags Nakamura in center ring. Tries for a jackknife pin here. One. Nakamura kicks out at one. Whipping Manami Toyota on the ropes. Catches her for almost a T-bone suplex there. Maybe that was an exploder. Manami Toyota trying for dropkick, misses. And these two start to exchange strikes in the middle of the ring. Manami Toyota getting the better of the striking exchange, falling down but getting right back to her feet. Nakamura, though, slamming her with another hard knee right to the chest and another back suplex. Manami Toyota, beautiful escape. Mule kick free, working that dragon sleeper once again. Nakamura finally breaking free, but some damage had to be done there. Gorgeous German suplex by Manami Toyota. 1, 2. Nakamura kicking out at 2. Roll up by Manami Toyota. Nakamura in the ropes. Step up spinning heel kick by Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura hamming it up for the fans. Manami Toyota in the ropes. Referee calling for the break. Manami Toyota sending Shinsuke Nakamura to the outside. Referee starting the count. Nakamura not wasting any time, not catching a breath, getting right back into the action. Shutting down Manami Toyota. Goes for a chest press pin. 1, 2. Nakamura almost getting the victory there. The crowd showing their appreciation. Another spinning heel kick right to the back of Manami Toyota's head. And it appears that the size and the strength advantage of Shinsuke Nakamura might just be too much here for the Joshi legend. Knee drop to Manami Toyota, but she's right back on her feet. Double underhook. Beautiful double underhook suplex by Manami Toyota. She hits the ropes. Somersault senton onto Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura once again catching her with that step-up spinning heel kick. Long blower by Shinsuke Nakamura. This could be leading to the beginning of the end for Manami Toyota. Neck breaker. Nakamura getting all sorts of momentum here. Manami Toyota trying to get something with that reverse waist lock. Unable to do so. Nakamura elbowing out of the way. Axe kick to the back of Manami Toyota's head, but she's right back to her feet, showing that fighting spirit. Nakamura, Russian leg sweep counter out of that reverse waist lock. Once again, he is just too fast for Manami Toyota. Catches her with a reverse spinning heel kick right to the back of the head. Manami Toyota hooking Shinsuke Nakamura, dropping him down with that cross arm brainbuster into the ropes. Nakamura kicking out. even though feet were in the ropes. Manami Toyota trying for that suplex, but he's in the ropes again. She's got to get towards the center of the ring. Flying armbar by Nakamura. This is going to get broken up by the referee, too. These two need to get to the center of the ring if they want to try and put each other away. Manami Toyota reversing that attempt by Shinsuke Nakamura. Diving splash by Manami Toyota. 1, 2. Nakamura kicks out at 2. Feeding her the leg, hitting her with the enziguri. Nakamura, another lung blower here on the Toyota, and you gotta wonder how much more punishment Manami Toyota can take. Beautiful shotgun dropkick there. Runs up, diving elbow. Beautiful athleticism by Manami Toyota. Picking Nakamura up, going for another double underhook. Double underhook suplex. Holding it. Oh! Shinsuke Nakamura just barely kicking out. Manami Toyota holding on with the bridge for that double underhook suplex. Nakamura diving facebuster. Knee drop to Manami Toyota. Nakamura not going for the Kinshasa here, but you can tell Manami Toyota is just exhausted. No! Mule kick by Manami Toyota. Just when you think she's out. Diving moonsault in the ropes. Nakamura shaking it off. It seems like he has more in the tank than Manami Toyota at this point, although he is slower hitting those ropes. And you can tell he's breathing heavy now. He's going to throw Manami Toyota outside of the ring, try and get a breath here. Manami Toyota trying to get at him as soon as she can. Rolling cradle by Manami Toyota. This causing Nakamura all sorts of problems potentially. Where's she going to land? 1, 2, 3. That's it. Manami Toyota beats Shinsuke Nakamura in an incredible match. One-on-one between those two. Just getting the edge over Nakamura, dizzying him up after Nakamura was clearly out of gas. And against all odds, the Joshi legend, one of the greatest of all time, Manami Toyota, gets the win over Shinsuke Nakamura with the rolling cradle. 13 minutes, 32 seconds. What an incredible match between these two. Holy cow. Absolutely awesome. Hope all of you enjoyed that match. If you want to see any others, if you have any requests, put them into the chat and I will set it up for you. Let's go ahead and just take a look at what I have as far as options here. I have just a whole mess of WWE guys from the men, the women, some guys from the UK, some guys from 205 Live, a bunch of people from NXT. If you're clamoring for that Velveteen Dream match, let me know now. Got some ECW wrestlers, Lucha Underground, WCW, New Japan, Joshi wrestlers from the past and the present, all around the world. All Japan Pro Wrestling, got some guys from there. Certainly want some more, because half of these are just Misawa and Kobashi. FMW wrestlers, some of my all-time favorites, Mr. Ganasuke. Combat Zone Wrestling, got a few wrestlers from there. Whole bunch of random people from the independent scene or people I just haven't made promotions for yet. Joseph Connors probably needs to go into the UK. Haven't made one for Ring of Honor yet, because it's basically just New Japan at this point. And if you want to see some gruesome fighting, I have a pretty extensive MMA collection right now as well. Or maybe you want to see these pretend people. I don't know. I'll do that too. That's fine. I got to get something to drink, though, so I'm going to just step away quick for one moment. Again, if you have any requests, be sure to leave them in the chat. And then we can do that for the next match if you like. All right, be back soon. Okay, I am back. Got a nice big mug of tea here. Not to be confused with Booker T. Hello to any of the new people potentially joining the stream. Again, if there's any particular matches you want to see simmed out next, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just do whatever strikes my fancy. Just making sure the stream quality is good here. If you guys have any feedback on the audio too, as far as myself or as far as the game, if either is too loud or too quiet, please let me know. All right, so we got to give Shinsuke Nakamura a rest here. We put him in the last two matches. Brutal bouts against James Ellsworth of all people and Manami Toyota. So well, let's work a New Japan match here. Little bit of lag on the menus. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll give some love to the cleaner Kenny Omega and his opponent. I'm not going to be cliche and do Kazuchika Okada. Oh, I can have that Yoshitatsu Yoshihashi match everyone's clamoring for. Sibs! Thanks for hopping in, man. No, I've kind of stepped away from the Netrunner game. It's just, there wasn't a lot of people to play around here, and it just, I don't know. Some of the magic for the game just got kind of lost for me when I started to play it more seriously, and it started to be a little bit less fun. So, I haven't played in a good long while. You know, you never know. Someday I might hop back into it, but as of right now, I'm on a indefinite hiatus from Android Netrunner. Let's do Kenny Omega versus Adam Cole. There we go. That's a topical match. Adam Cole, former member of the Bullet Club, ousted when Marty Scurll joined. Let's go ahead and get this started. Yes, Fire Pro has definitely had its share of non-wrestling custom wrestlers for sure. I've tended to stay away from those because I'm a really, like hardcore real life pro wrestling fan, so I just want to see all those matches and play all those matches. But there's been some pretty crazy stuff in the workshop. All right, getting on to this match. Adam Cole whipping Kenny Omega in turnbuckle, hitting him with a big super kick early on in the match, less than a minute in. It's time with the Young Bucks apparently rubbing off on him. Dragon screw leg whip by Adam Cole. These two lock up. Big chop by Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega clearly the bigger man out of the two. Knee to the gut by Adam Cole. Another dragon screw leg whip. These two men, a lot of hatred here. Kenny Omega, a lot of people say he orchestrated Cole's ouster from the Bullet Club. Adam Cole looking to get his revenge right here and now. Kenny Omega body slam on Adam Cole, picking him up to his feet. Irish whip by Kenny Omega, tries for that V-trigger knee. Adam Cole getting out of the way, sending Kenny Omega into the corner. Kenny Omega shaking it off. Go behind by Adam Cole, beautiful back suplex. Adam Cole going down for the cover. Kenny Omega kicking out at one. These two exchange chops, just going back and forth into each other. Who's going to come out on top? Adam Cole with the final chop, but he goes down as well. Both men back to their feet at about the same time, so you could definitely call that exchange a stalemate. Oh, drop kick and spinning back hit attempt there by those two. Kenny Omega clearly with the size advantage on Adam Cole. Bulking up since his time in the New Japan Heavyweight Division. Kenny Omega with the figure four leg lock. Too close to the ropes though. Red Shoes Uno calling for the break. These two men lock up. Adam Cole go behind. Beautiful back suplex. Trying for a modified Anaconda Vice here. Kenny Omega breaking free. Couldn't get to the ropes in time. DDT by Adam Cole. Beautiful elbow drop square into the face of Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega now with a single leg Boston Crab. These two exchanging submissions. Didn't expect this to be a submission battle. Nice Finley roll there by Kenny Omega. Jamming the knee right into the face of Adam Cole, and Omega might have done a little too much too soon here, breathing a little heavy. Adam Cole reversing the Irish whip. Beautiful running elbow, goes for that Anaconda Vice once again. Kenny Omega trying to get to the ropes, just rakes the eyes of Adam Cole, finally breaking free. Now with an arm trap and just grinding that elbow into the side of Cole's face, Cole breaking free. Kenny whiffs the back kick. Beautiful go behind, just low blowing Adam Cole. Right in plain view of Red Shoes Uno. Not calling for the disqualification though. Adam Cole picking up Kenny Omega. Drops him down. I'm not sure that was looked like a variation of like a knee breaker maybe. Adam Cole going up to the top. Diving splash onto Kenny Omega. Red Shoes going down 1, 2. Kenny Omega kicking out at 2. These two lock up. Adam Cole. Head in the finish was called the Panama Sunrise. I always forget what Adam Cole calls that. Good thing I'm not calling this for real. Going for it again. Panama Sunrise by Adam Cole. That's what we're calling it. Whether that's the name of the move or not. Adam Cole picking up Kenny Omega, whipping him into the ropes. Thanks, Sips. I appreciate it. Kenny Omega with the go behind Adam Cole. Elbow right to the back of Kenny Omega's head. Hits him with a knee drop. Both men exchanging whips into the corner, but getting out just as quickly. Double knee to the back of the head by Kenny Omega. Adam Cole DDT to Kenny. Kenny sending Cole into the corner once again. Couple hard kicks right to the chest of Adam Cole by Kenny Omega. Knee to the side. Thrown by Adam Cole. Kenny getting up to the top. Beautiful diving moonsault. Adam Cole getting his foot on the ropes. Nice Shining Wizard. Beautifully executed by Adam Cole. Chopped to the chest by Kenny Omega. Another one following up. Go behind by Adam Cole. Both men colliding towards the edge of the ropes. Adam Cole catching a desperation DDT. Kenny Omega setting up with that fire's carry. Beautiful Finley roll once again. This match crossing the 10-minute mark. Kenny Omega going for the figure 4 leg lock here. Adam Cole breaking free. And they start to exchange chops again. Which man will go down? Rapid fire. Adam Cole firing up. Beautiful rolling elbow. Nails Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega, nice arm drag reversal out of the waist lock. Go behind there by Adam Cole. Kenny trying for a spinning back kick, and Adam Cole just chopping him in the back of the neck. Both of these men starting to get tired now. Another Shining Wizard by Adam Cole. Dragging Kenny away from the ropes. Could be going for the cover here. No, picking him up to his feet. Neck breaker by Adam Cole. This match is anybody's game. Picking Kenny up and dropping him down again. Not sure what that move is. Adam Cole going to the top. Could be waiting for Kenny to get to his feet here. No, Kenny backs away. Adam Cole, nice back elbow. Backbreaker by Adam Cole. Adam Cole going up to the top rope. Could be waiting for Kenny to get up here. Nope, drops back down. I think that's another thing Fire Pro has an issue with sometimes is that top rope AI. I don't know if anybody's reported that or not on the Steam forum. Getting back to the match, Adam Cole rolling back to the ring at a count of 5. Irish whip by Kenny Omega. Adam Cole holds onto the ropes. Finley roll, 3rd time's a charm for Kenny Omega. Sitting him Adam Cole, nailing him with a modified V-trigger right in the face. Could be setting up for the beginning of the end here. Adam Cole, though, Shining Wizard answering back. Still anybody's match. As we start to come on 14 minutes here. Super kick by Adam Cole. And he's starting to get some momentum. Shining Wizard number 4. Pounding away at Kenny Omega. Straight punch right to the face. Kenny Omega crumples to the ground. Arm drag escape by Kenny Omega out of that reverse waist lock. Picking Adam Cole up to his feet. Whipping him into the ropes. Kenny's ready for him. Drops down, hits the ropes. Oh, both men colliding. Neither giving an inch. Kenny Omega with body slam. Adam Cole reversing whatever Kenny Omega had planned, putting him down, picking him back up. Hard clothesline by Adam Cole. Adam Cole going up to the top here. Dropping down, thinking twice. Kenny Omega, beautiful bridging German suplex. Sending Adam Cole into the corner once again. Another Finley roll by Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega still not trying for the one-winged angel yet. Maybe was trying for it there, but Adam Cole, low blow, answering back to one from Kenny Omega that he did to him earlier, lifting him up. Beautiful power bomb by Adam Cole. Kenny Omega enziguri. Onto Cole. Gut wrench power bomb, Dr. Bomb there by Kenny Omega. 1-2. Oh! Adam Cole just barely kicks out at the last possible moment. Kenny Omega going up. One-winged angel. This could be it. Critical! Oh, God. Knocking Adam Cole completely out with that one-winged angel. Dropping him right on the top of his head. Oh, my God. That's the end of the match. A brutal end to a brutal match. Holy cow. What a finish. 99% quality to that match. 17 minutes, 5 seconds long. Man, what a good finish. What a finish. Oh, give it up for these two, ladies and gentlemen. Giving it their all. All right. If anybody has any requests for any matches they'd like to see, feel free to put them in the chat. So yeah, Sibs, thank you. Thank you for the compliment on the commentary. One of the things I've been doing since I've been away from streaming actually is I've been doing commentary for indie wrestling promotion in Massachusetts called Truly Independent Wrestling. And I actually also act as their in-character general manager as well. So I've been kind of doing that once a month as a regular gig, and it's a lot of fun, and I thought it would be fun to kind of do that here for Fire Pro. As far as pro wrestling, there's a lot of great stuff to get into. Yes, I am in the local scene. Well, it's not local. It's like 2.5 hours away from me, so it's a hell of a drive every time. But it's been a lot of fun. I appreciate it, Sibs. So I just decided to kind of get a little practice in, I guess, by doing this. As far as, things to get into professional wrestling, if you're not a big fan of it otherwise, and you just kind of like this game and the way it works, there's so much great stuff out there that you can watch for basically free. If you have Netflix, I would recommend Lucha Underground, which the first 2 seasons of that are on Netflix. And that's just some amazing professional wrestling with some very strange and crazy storylines. It's extremely entertaining. And then, of course, you have, for just $10 a month, the WWE Network. It's just all the professional wrestling you could ever get. But I love pro wrestling. And as far as games, Fire Pro, I think, is certainly the best video game. Another thing I'm doing is I'm working on developing a pro wrestling card game right now, which the art is almost completely done for that. Once that's finished, I'll be sure to share that info. So, all right, let's go ahead and get some more action in here. What a finish. That was one hell of a match. If you did not see the match between Adam Cole and Kenny Omega, I'll probably have some sort of archive for it. All right, let's see if we can get in here. All right, Sibs, I'm probably going to be doing this for about another 45 minutes, maybe an hour. So if you're available, hop back in. If not, maybe I'll do this again some other time. Maybe I'll do this a little bit when I get home from work tomorrow. It'll be a little bit earlier in the afternoon, but this has been fun so far, so and gone pretty well. Let's start off. Let's do an AJ Styles match here. Get some love from my boy AJ. What do we want to do? Maybe we'll do like a unorthodox match or something we haven't seen. Pit him up against somebody from Lucha Underground. Life's going well, Sibs. I hope it's good for you too, man. Take care. It's good talking to you again. Cheers. Who do we want to see? We'll do AJ Styles against Pentagon Jr. here. Gotta make some sort of Lucha Underground based ring. I don't think I think I might have Rick Knox. Here we go. Nope. Destinillo. Rick Knox, he's a Lucha Underground ref. There we go. Okay. That's the only thing. I wish they had more than these 3 arenas. I'm sure they will when the game comes along, but I'd like the high school style gymnasium that they had in Fire Pro R. I think that would go well for a lot of these different arena settings. But I guess I'll just go back to Yurakuen Hall. I think I'm saying that right. All right, let's get this started. AJ Styles, Pentagon Jr. These two set to face off. To my knowledge, these two have never wrestled in the past, so this is going to be a very intriguing matchup. And Pentagon Jr., as always, starting off the aggressor very early on. Test of strength between these two, and they are completely even. A total stalemate in that test of strength, but Pentagon Jr. continuing to stay aggressive with strikes, shot after shot, into the face of AJ Styles. Irish whip into the corner. Back body drop by Pentagon Jr. AJ Styles whipping Pentagon Jr. into the corner. Trying for something there, but Pentagon Jr. catching with a double axe handle now, locking in a camel clutch. Trying to stretch out the back and the neck of AJ Styles. Nice arm drag there by Styles. These two lock up. Styles into the corner. Super kick by Pentagon Jr., who has really been rolling early on in this match. Pentagon Jr. with the Boston Crab working the top and bottom half of AJ Styles in those submission moves, both working on the back though, so that could be the target area, despite the fact he likes to go for that arm breaker. AJ Styles trying to just fight back, get any sort of offense in return, now picking up Pentagon Jr. scoop slam. Pentagon sending AJ Styles in the ropes, both guys slamming into each other towards the edge of the ring. European uppercut by AJ Styles. AJ trying to get some sort of control here. And almost a modified Indian deathlock there by AJ Styles. Pentagon setting up. AJ could be trying for that arm breaker there, just pulling on it in a submission variation of his trademark move. AJ Styles slamming Pentagon and sending him to the outside. Pentagon back in before the referee's done with the count of 1. Not wanting to waste any time, and these two just exchanging hard elbows right in the center of the ring, back and forth. Pentagon Jr. getting the better, but collapsing after the final blow. AJ Styles trying to get some sort of offense here against Pentagon Jr., but Pentagon has had a whole lot of action early on. Nice dragon screw leg whip by AJ Styles. AJ Styles staying on the leg. Jumping Hurricane Rana. No! Pentagon Jr. catches him with a power bomb. AJ Styles kicking out at 1, though. Hard overhand left hand by Pentagon Jr. Belly-to-belly suplex by the Ninja Skeleton. Elbow drop to the face of AJ Styles. AJ trying to fight back here, bringing Pentagon Jr. over to the corner. Just positioning him where he wants him to be. Pentagon Jr. DDT onto AJ Styles. Both men locking up. Snap suplex by AJ. Beautifully executed. Perfect technique. Oh, tries for that Hurricane Rana again. Pentagon Jr. stepping him one more time. Almost getting the 3 count there. Unbelievable. AJ Styles just barely kicking out. That would have been what had to be considered a huge upset. Pentagon Jr. over AJ Styles. AJ bringing Pentagon to the corner once again. These two lock up. Body slam by AJ Styles. Thought he might be going for the top rope, but no. AJ slamming Pentagon Jr.'s face into the top turnbuckle. Might be setting up for a top rope move here. Setting him on that top rope. Pentagon Jr. headbutt counter. AJ flat on his back. Pentagon perched on the top rope and dropping down after AJ backs away. Facebuster Bulldog by AJ Styles. Kick to the hamstring. Irish whip by Pentagon Jr. AJ Styles ducks a clothesline. Irish whip again by Pentagon Jr. Connects with the clothesline, that time on AJ Styles. Pentagon Jr. not really able to capitalize, though, trying to catch his breath after that sequence. Enziguri by AJ follows it up with a neck breaker onto Pentagon Jr. Pentagon throwing a vicious headbutt right between the eyes of AJ Styles. Snap suplex by the face that runs the place as he picks Pentagon Jr. back up to his feet. Pentagon, though, answering with a hard series of lefts and rights. And AJ Styles hits the mat. Pentagon Jr. Dragon Sleeper body scissors with that. AJ Styles in a bad way here, trying to get to the ropes with his feet, but finally manages to break free. Gets up, quick enziguri by AJ Styles. La Magistral, they're in the ropes. That's going to get broken up. Double axe handle right to the back of AJ Styles' neck by Pentagon Jr. The man with no fear. Sidesteps a drop kick, goes to the top rope. Beautiful elbow drop right to the small AJ Styles back. AJ right on his feet, though. Tries to go for a quick cover. Pentagon Jr. kicking out at 2. The crowd showing their appreciation at the action. Gorgeously executed arm drag by AJ Styles. Picks up Pentagon Jr. Pentagon woozy. Fireman's carry. Osotogiri by AJ Styles. Right to the back of the neck. Driving the knee in. And Pentagon Jr. is in a bad way here. Could be setting up again. Osotogiri number 2. By one of the best wrestlers in the world today. As he runs into the turnbuckle on his own as soon as I say that. These two lock up again. Pentagon Jr. hooking him up. Double underhook powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. That's it. AJ Styles gets pinned by Pentagon Jr. I'm assuming that move is probably a package pile driver, but that has to be unlocked in the missions. And I haven't done that yet, so that's what I'll use. But that was enough to get the job done. Cross arm driver by Pentagon Jr. Gets the victory over AJ Styles. Definitely has to be considered an upset, I think, when you consider where these two kind of rank in terms of the best wrestlers in the world. I think a lot of people are going to rank AJ Styles higher. But Pentagon Jr. doesn't care about rankings. He doesn't care about opinions. He only cares about inflicting damage, and that's exactly what he did, and he beat one of the very best wrestlers in the world right now. Ugh. Good match between these two. Welcome to all the new people that have shown up to the stream. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Hope you're having a good time. If you have any requests for any matches you would like to see, please be sure to leave them in the chat. I have a pretty large collection of guys, of custom wrestlers downloaded from promotions all over the world. So if there's any dream matchups you want to see, we've already had a few great ones so far. Leave them in the chat, and that's what we'll do next. Talking constantly like that requires me to ingest a large amount of water, so I'm going to refill my mug, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back, and we have a request for the American Nightmare, Kenny Rhodes, against the leader of the Bullet Club, Kenny Omega. A battle for dominance. Sir, you've got it. Kenny Omega. Now I just have to find Cody Rhodes. See if I put him in New Japan or somewhere else. Nope, it's right there. Cody Rhodes. Bang, bang, boom. Oh, he's got a Stardust. Oh, that's nice. He's got his dashing Cody Rhodes mask. We'll do American Nightmare Cody here. Yeah, he's just Cody. You're trying to get a suit, man. All right. Go back to red shoes. Make sure all the settings are good. 60-minute time limit. No way match is going that long. Okay. Actually, let's do this at the Big Garden Arena so we can get the entrances. All right. Out comes Kenny Omega, the leader of the Bullet Club. Not flanked by his usual lackeys, the Young Bucks. Wanting to face off with Cody Rhodes on his own. Has something to prove. Fighting for dominance of the Bullet Club. These two have been butting heads ever since Dominion, ever since the G1 special in the US. And it's all coming to a head right here and right now. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, making his way to the ring. And even though no official title is on the line here, you have to imagine that the winner of this match is going to be considered the leader of the Bullet Club. And we're going to start things off. Kenny Omega starting on the defensive with a nice body slam to Cody. Irish whip into the ropes. Drops down. Beautiful maneuver. Hitting the ropes. Clothesline there by Kenny Omega. Body slamming Cody Rhodes. Sending him to the outside. And the Bullet Club leader, the Cleaner, showing his dominance early on in this match. Cody Rhodes getting right back at him, though. Knife edge chop by Kenny Omega. Cody Rhodes. Beautiful shoulder to shoulder action there. Sure. Scoop slam by Kenny Omega. Cody Rhodes with a kick to the face so Kenny cannot follow up. Snapmare by Kenny, still staying aggressive, staying right on him. Whiffs the spinning back kick, whips Cody into the turnbuckle. Beautiful Hurricane Rana by Kenny Omega. And the leader of the Bullet Club is off to a great start in this match. Tries for the reverse Hurricane Rana there. Cody Rhodes, though, sees it coming, dumps him out of the front, slips out the back door. Beautiful European uppercut by the American Nightmare. Is it an American uppercut then? I don't know. Tries for a pin. Can't even get a one count, though. Kenny Omega kicking out quick into the corner. Lifting Cody Rhodes up. Setting him on the top turnbuckle. Could be going for something huge here. Dragon suplex from the top. Dragon suplex from the top already. Follows it up with a knee drop to the back of Cody's head. Cody recovering. Maybe doing that this early in the match might have been a little ill-advised to Kenny. Now these two exchanging strikes right in the middle of the ring. But still, Kenny looking to put this match away early. Cody coming out of that with the coming out of the striking contest, the victor. Beautiful DDT by Cody Rhodes, and maybe that Dragon suplex might have just switched on a light in Cody Rhodes' head. Poked to the eyes by the American Nightmare, throwing some punches in the vein of his late beloved father. And now Cody might have the advantage here. Kenny trying to fight back. Enziguri by Kenny Omega. Trying to stop the momentum. Cody Rhodes running back elbow. Kenny following it up with an Enziguri. Holy cow. This match has been off to a flying start. Kenny being dumped to the outside by Cody Rhodes. Drop toe hold by Kenny Omega. Could be going for something big here. Back elbow by Cody Rhodes. He goes for the reverse waistlock. Throwing Kenny Omega into the barrier. Another Enziguri by Kenny Omega. Refs at a count of 14 here. They got to get back in. 15. Both men are in the ring. Enziguri by Kenny Omega. La Magistral. Trying for the roll up here. 1, 2. Cody Rhodes kicking out at 2. Reverse waistlock sends Kenny Omega into the corner. Going up to the top. 10 count of punches. Gets to 5. And then goes for a single leg Boston Crab. wrenching in Kenny Omega, putting him in the corner once more. Kenny reversing it. Drop toe holds Cody's face right into the turnbuckle. Run up moonsault by Kenny Omega. Great athleticism. Cody Rhodes already back on his feet, though. Cody picking him up, dropping him down with a modified suplex. Figure 4 leg lock by Cody Rhodes. Once used by his father's greatest rival. Using it in this match against one of his greatest rivals, Uno. Red Shoes Uno down. Kenny getting thrown into Red Shoes Uno. Let's see how that's going to come into play in this match. Cody Rhodes still playing it fairly straight here, whipping Kenny Omega into the turnbuckle. Not wanting to beat Kenny Omega by any sort of shady means or any sort of controversy. Both of these men, there's a lot of pride here. Spinning back kick by Kenny Omega. Low blow by Cody Rhodes just as I say that. Single leg crab now. Kenny Omega in a lot of trouble. Manages to break free. These two battling it out. Kenny Omega breathing hard. Cody lifting him up, slamming him down. I don't remember the name of that move. But it did a lot of damage to Kenny Omega. Back suplex by Cody Rhodes. Kenny going for the Dr. Bomb here. 1, 2. No! Kenny just barely kick out by Cody Rhodes. Jumping Hurricane Rana by Kenny Omega. And this is all Kenny Omega so far. Going for that Dragon Suplex. Nails Cody Rhodes with the Dragon Suplex. Trying to drag him back to the center of the ring. Lifts him up. DDT by Cody Rhodes. And this has been back and forth. 10 minutes into the match. Elevated DDT by Cody Rhodes. Planting Kenny Omega right into the canvas. High into the air. Lifting him up, slamming him down with that suplex Uranage combo. I know there's a name for that. I just don't remember it. Punch to the face. Kenny Omega slumping down hard. Snapmare by Kenny Omega. Standing moonsault. Burst of energy here. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Standing moonsault by Kenny Omega. Cody Rhodes just unable to get out at 3. And kind of a flash pin there. Kenny Omega not needing the one-winged angel. And Kenny Omega is just dispatching current and former Bullet Club members with ease tonight. Earlier on in the evening, critical KOing Adam Cole with a one-winged angel. And not even needing to pull out the one-winged angel this time against Cody Rhodes. Just beating him with a moonsault, standing moonsault pin. Cody Rhodes just not able to kick out in time. And that is the end of the match. Hope everybody's having a good time. If you have any requests for the next match, please feel free to put in the chat. Also, if you are enjoying the stream, I did put up a post on the Fire Pro Reddit about it. If you want to just let people know that it's a good watch, so we can get some more eyeballs on this. Great. This is my first time doing this type of a stream. It's been pretty enjoyable so far, so if people continue to like it, then I'll continue to do them. And again, if you enjoy it, just tell your friends, as the case may be. All right. Steamboat versus Savage. Okay. I'll have to check. I don't have a lot of old school guys, but if I don't, I will definitely go grab them. I've got like Attitude Era guys, but it won't take me long to get them. So let me hit the workshop, and I will go Steamboat and Savage for sure. Okay. I actually haven't done the workshop from Fire Pro. Usually when I play this on my Steam Link. So this is actually a little bit of a different experience for me. All right. Getting Savage and Steamboat shouldn't be too bad. I'll do Dunne and Bate next, though, after that. So let me just grab them. It's interesting that doesn't show up on the stream, but I am going in right now. Hopefully I can find a good one here. This is older Macho Man. Randy Savage. Does this have... I always try to make sure I get guys that have logic and movesets. So this is 80th Savage. So we got him. Now let's do Ricky Steamboat. Dunne and Bate. Oh, that was a really, really good match. I still lean a little bit more heavily in the Omega Okada matches, but in terms of WWE produced stuff, Savage or Dunne and Bate. Yeah, Savage Steamboat was the match of the year. Yeah, Dunne and Bate was a really incredible match, and I loved it and thought it was fantastic. All right, let's see. We got. Okay, this guy did like 4 different. He doesn't say he has logic and moveset, but he did like 4 different outfits and put like a lot of work into this guy. So moveset done logic. Okay. Understandable. Yeah, I mean, I saw Omega Okada 1 like 3 different times. I saw 2 like 2 or 3 times all the way through the entire match. Again, it's a matter of inches, and honestly, like, who cares which one was the best when you had such just an amazing match to begin with. No, let's see if I don't know if I have to like reload or anything like that. Let's see, go to team edit, transfer wrestler. Oh, let's see, return to title. I may have to close this and start this up again in order to get those guys. Let me see. Oops. Options. I think 2 was a little bit better myself. I thought that it was, both of them told great stories. I thought 2 just kind of edged it out. But again, if you want to argue that that 1 was your favorite, I'm not going to fight you very hard on that. God damn it. All right, let me quit the game quick and reload it. Start that up again. And let me just make sure that, okay. Back in. As you can see, I have a lot of guys. Okay. And it's all good. We're back. Ready for Savage and Steamboat. Let's do it. Old school match. Oh, I gotta transfer him out first. That's another thing. I understand why they have to do it, but starting the custom guys as retired is a huge pain in the ass that you have to transfer them out. I gotta make another promotion for classic WWE guys. Alright. Here we go. Offline. Exhibition. Normal match. Let's go. Let's make this a little bit easier on myself. Got a WWE mail here. I think it'll be right near the bottom. Randy Savage. Like the different tights. And mail. Ricky Steamboat. A few different attires myself. Yeah, exactly. I had to transfer all of these guys out by hand. It's not that big of a deal, though. There's just a few wonky things with creating teams and things like that. Let's see. Let's get Hebner in on this. Big Garden Arena. SWA ring is pretty non-offensive. And let's get it going. The WrestleMania 3 rematch. Widely considered one of the greatest matches of all time. Macho Man Randy Savage versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Oh, yeah. Here comes Ricky Steamboat out, looking every bit as good as he did 30 years ago. Because this is a video game and it's not real life. Here he comes down to the cage. Place your bets on who you think will win right now before we get things going. Custom entrances would be handy for this game. I would also like some sort of custom arenas, but I will take it considering all the other things that this game has. Ricky Steamboat opening things up with his trademark knife edge chops. Body slam by Steamboat onto Macho Man. Macho Man trying to recover, get a little bit of space. Returns with a body slam of his own. Test of strength. Macho Man, the stronger of the two. Forearm by the Macho Man. Elbow to the top of Ricky Steamboat's head. Macho Man getting the advantage early here. Judo throw by Ricky Steamboat. Macho Man laying a hard left hand. Ricky Steamboat, Irish whip. Macho Man into the ropes. Nails him with a drop kick. Macho Man tries for a clothesline. Steamboat ducks. Irish whip again. Back elbow by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He is going to have the advantage if he keeps the action fast, if he keeps things with a quick pace. He is going to come out the victor, lifting Macho Man high up in the air and dropping him down. Another judo throw here by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. You can definitely argue that he has better cardio than Macho Man, but Macho Man, an impressive physical specimen as well. Ricky Steamboat escaping out of the back of that suplex. Double axe handle to the back of Macho Man's head. Sidestepping his way out of a clothesline there. Another elbow to the top of the head by Macho Man, trying to shut down that momentum. Ricky Steamboat lifting up Macho Man by the jaw and the neck once again and dropping him down. Arm drag by Ricky Steamboat, one of the best in the business. Figure four leg lock. Referee Earl Hebner calling for the break in the ropes. And as these two start to exchange strikes, Ricky Steamboat with those open hand chops, Macho Man with those punches, Ricky Steamboat getting the better of the exchange. Trying for a diving splash there, Macho Man gets out of the way. Nails Ricky Steamboat with a hard shot to the face. And a shoulder block by the Macho Man. Kick to the hamstring. Mongolian chop by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, using some of that martial arts training he has, following it up with a figure four leg lock onto Macho Man once again, trying to wear down the legs so he cannot go up to the top rope for that elbow drop, but Macho Man stuffing that elbow right between the eyes of the Dragon. Go behind waistlock. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat counters with a bulldog. Dragging Macho Man to the center of the ring, hitting with a knee drop. Macho Man again utilizing those hard elbows. The point of the elbow being driven right between the eyes of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Could break the nose of the Dragon here if he's not careful. Beautifully executed back suplex by the Macho Man. Kick to the hamstring, following up, not giving Ricky the Dragon Steamboat any quarter. Irish whip, drop kick by the Dragon. And these two are going back and forth, not letting up, not resting for a moment, circling each other, trying to land a clean strike, unable to do so by either. Arm wringer to a beautiful savate kick by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He goes up to the top. Macho Man getting out of the way. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat dropping down. Another savate kick by the Dragon, following it up with a knee drop. Going for the cover. 1, 2. No. Macho Man kicking out after 1. Mongolian chop by the Dragon there. And he's getting fired up. Goes up to the top rope. Waiting for Macho Man to get to his feet. No. I don't know if that's a priority thing with the AI or what. But a lot of the guys have that. Rib breaker by Macho Man. Swinging neck breaker answered back by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Open hand slap right to the face by the Dragon. Hitting Macho Man in the back of the neck with that one. Just shots coming from all angles. Macho Man go behind sleeper hold. Ricky Steamboat managing to break free. Macho Man starting to lay in some shots to the Dragon. Clubbing forearm right to the spine by the Macho Man. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, quick roll up. Macho Man in the ropes. Breaks free. And these two lock up. Rib breaker by a Macho Man. Again, just following it up with kicks to the hamstring. The King, Macho Man Randy Savage, gets put down. Diving elbow drop. Ricky Steamboat taking a page out of the Macho Man's book with that gorgeous diving elbow drop. Macho Man cannot be happy about that. Tries to hit the Dragon with a punch. Dragon blocks. There was a hard left hand of his own. Chop right to the back of Macho Man's neck once again. Following it up with a knee drop. Knife edge chop by the Dragon. Macho Man, knee to the ribs as the Dragon comes off the ropes, tries to go down for the pin. 1. Dragon kicking out at 1. Going up to the top rope. Macho Man really winded here. Dragon thinks better of it. Jawbreaker by Macho Man Randy Savage. Macho Man dragging Steamboat back towards the center of the ring, hitting with a cobble hard, standing elbow drops right to the face. Judo throw by the Dragon, countering. Nailing Macho Man with another chop to the face, and these two start to exchange strikes once again. Going at it tooth and nail, hammer and tongs. Macho Man hitting the Dragon with a standing drop kick, but the Dragon getting back up, nailing Macho Man with a clothesline, and then collapsing. And both these guys right back on their feet. I don't know how they have the conditioning to keep this up for this long. And I'm still not sure who has the advantage here. Macho Man with a third rib breaker to the side of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Go behind waist lock, back suplex by the Macho Man. 12 minutes passed in this match. Another reverse waist lock, hooks the leg. Ricky Steamboat gets out the back, double axe handle to the back of Macho Man. Steamboat calling to the crowd, hits the ropes. Beautiful running clothesline, follows it up with a knee drop. Macho Man gets out of the way of that drop kick, throwing Steamboat to the outside. Ricky Steamboat on his feet, slides back into the ring. Macho Man with another rib breaker. Oh, thought he might have been going up to the top rope there for that elbow drop, but no. Bulldog by the Macho Man, staying on the Dragon. Could be going for pile driver here. Beautiful jumping pile driver, absolutely devastating. But the Dragon uses a drop toe hold, goes up, elbow drop to the back of Randy Savage. Randy Savage right back to his feet. Selling is not a thing we do here, apparently. A series of knife edge chops by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat to the Macho Man. Picks him up, back suplex by the Dragon. Macho Man escaping as Dragon pulls him to his feet, whips the Dragon in the corner. Snake eyes across the top rope by the Macho Man. He goes up to the top rope, calls for it. Diving elbow drop. This could be at 1, 2. Oh, no! Ricky the Dragon Steamboat just barely kicking out at the last possible moment. And Macho Man going for the cover one more time, too. If Dragon kicked out of the elbow drop, there was no way he was going to stay down for a count of 3 there. Macho Man throws that devastating rib breaker one more time. Another elbow drop, 3 elbow drops in a row right to the face of the Dragon. 15 minutes, coming on 16 minutes now. Dragon lifting Macho Man high in the air here. Thought Macho Man might have given up. Chop and Macho Man collapses. Dragon with the go behind, whipped into the ropes. Both these two collide. Another bionic elbow by the Macho Man. Jumping knee drop. Picks up Ricky Steamboat one more time. Irish whip into the ropes. Back body drop by the Macho Man. Goes up to the top rope. Another diving elbow drop. This has to be at 1, 2, 3. That's it. Macho Man Randy Savage with the diving elbow drop. It took 2 flying elbows to put away Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Just about every other man in the world is felled by one of those. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat with an absolute ton of heart. But he just could not get the job done. 17 minutes, 12 seconds. Flying elbow drop. And that's all she wrote. Macho Man Randy Savage getting the win and avenging his loss. Did Steamboat beat Macho in Mania 3? I can't remember. I was missing the ring belt to the throat spot. Yeah, that's true. But nonetheless, a fantastic match between these two. Holy cow. All right, I am going to grab a another drink of water, and we will do one final match for the stream. We will do Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, and that we will call it into the show for that. So again, thank you for watching, everybody. I'll be back in a moment. Again, if you want to head over to the Reddit, the Fire Pro Reddit, upvote this. Let people know that it was a good time. If you guys are enjoying yourselves, I could definitely do these more again in the future. All right, be right back. Rummaging around. Shut up. Shut up. Ugh. Okay. Let's go ahead and wrap up with our main event of the evening. Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne 3. My cat's hassling me because she wants to be fed, but she's going to have to wait. Drake Wirtz, Drake Younger, gonna be officiating this match. This absolute brawl. Non-title match, because I haven't made the UK title yet. The Bruiserweight Pete Dunne taking on one of the fastest rising UK wrestlers in 2016-2017. And that's Tyler Bate. A rematch from their incredible showdown at NXT TakeOver. I don't remember where the TakeOver was, guys. I'm sorry. Settings are good. Let's get this bad boy underway. The Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. One of the surliest bastards in all of professional wrestling. Looking to beat his former student Tyler Bate one final time, put him away once and for all. We'll ignore the fact that they're part of a faction everywhere else in the world, but in WWE, these two hate each other here, damn it. Tyler Bate, fan favorite, everybody loves him, he waves to the crowd, people like being waved at. Here he comes. Looks so majestic with his walrus-ass mustache. Looks like he's 35. Got some black in his beard. I don't know why. Probably just an artifact from the game. Tyler Bate starting it off. Scoop slam near the ropes. Already going to the outside. Pete Dunne wants none of it, though. He wants to keep the action back in the ring. Rake to the face by Pete Dunne. Bruiserweight follows up with a European uppercut. Tyler Bate ducks the kick. Hard knee to the solar plexus of Pete Dunne by Tyler Bate. Pete Dunne setting up double underhook. No. Tyler Bate, back body drop reversal. Follows it up with an elbow drop. That black on his face is really friggin' distracting me. Fireman's carry takeover. Beautifully executed by Tyler Bate. I think his face is transparent is the problem. Now let's see how Pete Dunne capitalizes on the transparent face of Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate with a back suplex to the Bruiserweight. Follows it up with an elbow drop. Both men trying for big boots. Both men miss. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne trying to land a clean shot here. Pete Dunne shoulder blocks to the arm of Tyler Bate. Follows it up. Arm wringer does it one more time. Tyler Bate goes for a chop, misses. Both of these guys trying to land a clean blow. Reversal out of the DDT attempts by Tyler Bate. Whips Pete Dunne into the ropes. Knee to the solar plexus, kitchen sink style, sends Pete Dunne over. Tyler's going to drop down, yeah. Yep, transparent face by Tyler Bate. Both men exchanging forearms. Back and forth. Tyler Bate getting the better of the bruiserweight on that exchange. He's going to go to the top. He's going to drop down again. That's kind of fucking annoying. Sorry, didn't mean to swear again. Pete Dunne pulls him down. No, Tyler Bate dropping all his weight onto the face of Pete Dunne out of that powerbomb reversal. Follows it up with an elbow drop and then a belly-up-belly suplex right in the middle of the ring. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Pete Dunne kicking out. Belly-to-belly suplex, almost putting him away there. European uppercut by Pete Dunne on Tyler Bate. Irish whip in the ropes. Beautiful clothesline by Pete Dunne. Jackknife pin attempt. Tyler Bate kicking out before the ref can even get there for the 1 count. Hooking clothesline by Tyler Bate. Going to the ground with Pete Dunne. Fast-paced action here. 5 minutes gone past, and these two have thrown everything at each other practically already. Both men trying for the kicks. Both men missing. Tyler Bate with another belly-to-belly suplex. Reverse waistlock. Could be going for a full Nelson. Sit out full Nelson. Oh, God. Full Nelson bomb. There we go. That's what that's called. Tyler Bate trips up Pete Dunne as Pete Dunne tries to pick him up. Lift him up for a... Lifts him up. Turns him over into a cutter. Now Tyler Bate could be setting for Tyler Driver 95. That could be it. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's it. 6 minutes in. Tyler Bate gets the win with Tyler Driver 95. And that match, I think we can safely say, did not live up to expectations, unfortunately. But that is how we are going to end our evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more of these in the future, you can follow me, get a notification when this goes live. I might do another stream after work tomorrow, so that'll probably be around 4:30 Eastern Standard Time or so. And if you came in late to this, I will put a link for the archives up in the Fire Pro Reddit. There was some really good matches early on in that, including a surprisingly good match between Shinsuke Nakamura and James Ellsworth. A crazy match between Kenny Omega and Adam Cole. This is a lot of fun. Thank you for the people who participated in the chats. If you didn't do so this time, don't be so shy next time around. Think of some matches you want to see, some matches you want to hear me call, and that's going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Laporte. Good night.